Hi there, Lisa again. This is video number 3 in my wee mental health series I'm going to be doing. So I've talked a bit about asking for help, why it's important and who you can reach out to from a student perspective. And I have also done another video on like ways of tracking your mental health. So this video I kind of wanted to do just talk about little things that you can do each and every day, just to help lift your mood a little bit, help with your mental health, just little things you can try. I do these most days. I try and kind of give myself a routine. Now routine can be quite important because it just helps you sort of manage the day, know where you're going from one place to the next. So first of all, let's talk about sleep. Now I will hold my hands up and say I don't have the best sleeping patterns. I do suffer with insomnia, so I do go through spells where 3 or 4 hours, that's me for the night. Other times I will sleep okay, so I'll sleep maybe up to about 8 hours, which is your average, but it really just depends on what's going on. I try and have a bit of a routine so that I'm in bed at the same time every night, and that's quite important as well, because it just gives it helps your body know, and your body learns when you're going to bed and things like that. But obviously at the moment a lot of us are working from home, and if you're like myself, I study in my bedroom because there isn't anywhere else in the house that I can really use. So the difference between my bedroom is where I do all my studying and my lectures, and it's where I go to sleep. So it's not the ideal situation, and that does affect your sleep. So I try and not sit on my bed when I'm doing my study, and try and just maybe have got a place on the floor over there, so that I'm not sitting in the bed all the time, so that my body's kind of learns that bed is for sleep. But that's a hard thing for a lot of people just now because of the current situation. We're all at home a lot more than we're used to. But yeah, so have a time where you go to bed, and try and keep that the same most nights, so you're in bed, not necessarily asleep, but you're in bed at the same time every night. Technology, so your phone, TV, laptop, whatever you're using, try and have that off, and for maybe about half an hour to an hour before you actually settle into bed. So I have time that I like to be in bed for, and I put my phone on to downtime. So the screen goes down, the notifications turned off, apart from you can select what. So I've got notifications still on for a couple of my friends and family, so that if they need to get in touch with me, they can, and I'll get it. Other notifications, like for social media and things like that, they're turned off. Sorry, I keep yawning today, which is really not a good example because we're talking about sleep, but we'll go with it. Yeah, you need a good quality of sleep to help you function throughout the day, and that if you don't sleep too well, which I know a lot of people don't, it can, if that's happening for a long period of time, it can affect your mental health with like anxiety and depression, cause you to feel fatigued a lot of the time, with like poor concentration, things like that. But with your mental health, your sleep is quite often impacted with your mental health, because like me, for example, nighttime is when when everything's quiet, my brain is like, oh ho, quiet times, let's think of everything you've done today, let's think of something you did 10 years ago that you should feel guilty about, or something. Do you know what I mean? It's silly little things like that, but that's that's kind of normal. But it's learning how to switch them off so that you can set off at night. I'm so sorry about yawning. I've got my notes in here as well, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm wondering what I'm looking at down here. So, remaining on the subject of sleep, getting up in the morning. So, likewise with a bedtime, try and have a set time that the same time you're getting up every morning. It doesn't have to be every day, you can have your days where you have a bit longer, but try and get up in the morning around about the same time and get out of bed. It is so hard, and I completely understand that. I get days myself where I just do not want to get out of bed, and it's okay to have an odd day like that here and there, but try not to make it a pattern if you can. I know it's so hard, and I've done it myself. I've been in bed for days, but for me, I just feel worse after that. I don't feel any better for having that days in bed. Sometimes I do. If I have a day, sometimes I just need a day for self-care. A day where I do nothing, I chill, have the TV on maybe, anything like that, just so that I can have a chill day. But yeah, get yourself out of bed in the morning, make your bed as well. If you make your bed, it takes away that bit of temptation to get back into the bed. So I make my bed every day, and I've got like my cushions, as you can see, and my teddy bears. That teddy bear stays there, he's there all the time. But yeah, try and get out of your bed if you can. Pajamas. You're allowed to have a pajama day. There is nothing against having a pajama day. We all do it. Mental health issues or not, everybody is entitled to a pajama day. Sometimes you need a day like that. But try if you can, especially if you're maybe got, as I said, like people are working from home, people are studying from home. Try and put yourself in clothes for when you're doing that, and make it a bit more like, well, you're going into university, you're going to wear proper clothes, you're not going to go in your pyjamas. And same if you're going to work, you're not going to go into work in your pyjamas. So it just helps with making you feel a bit more prepared for the day, and it also helps with your focus. I'm so sorry, I keep it can make you feel really sluggish as well if you're in your pyjamas all day. So some of the information that I'm saying I have got from sources, and I will put the links for these in the description of this video. Also spend a bit of time doing something you love. So something you love to do, that can be something like, you know, reading, watching your favourite movie, your favourite TV show, puzzles, music. Personally, I love listening to music. I do it crystal art as well, but painting, if you're arty in any way, there's different things you can do there. Try and sort of give yourself about half an hour a day of doing something you love. Now, don't go straight for the half an hour if you can't feel that you can't focus on it. So build it up. Maybe just do 5 minutes. You've done 5 minutes, you feel you can do a bit more, push it to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Build it up to around about half an hour of doing something you love, and then you can do it again later on in the day. So I would also say it's important to reach out to somebody as well in that day. Speak to somebody. You've got people in your household, have a conversation with them, ask them how their day's going. But reach out to somebody. It could be a call, text, you could have a face-to-face chat if they're in your house, you could arrange to meet up for a socially distanced walk. But yeah, make sure you reach out to somebody today. It's so important. And it can just be one message back and forth. You don't need to make a big conversation of it, even if it's just a message to say, hope you're okay today. Reach out to at least one person today, because it'll make you feel, if you've reached out to somebody, you'll feel the benefit of it, and you're also giving benefit to somebody else with making them feel like, well, somebody sent me a message, and it can do a lot for some people. Yeah, so make sure you try and reach out to somebody today. Get outside as well. Nature and the outdoors have massive benefits for your mental health. I'm out every day, whether that's a walk with a dog or just a walk around the garden. You don't even have to go far. Even if you want to just be in your garden, stand in your garden for 5 minutes, that is totally fine. But the exercise also helps as well. So exercise is quite a good for your mental health. So to the fact that, you know, I mean, it's actually, doctors are actually suggesting exercise, and that can be with the use of medications or without the use of medications to help your mental health. So being outside, you should be aiming for about 75 to 150 minutes of exercise a week. So this can be like moderate, or you can do quite vigorous, you can mix it up. But things you could do, you don't even have to go out of the house for exercise. I mean, you've got stairs in your house, climb up and down the stairs. Housework, hoovering, apparently burns a lot of calories too. But just things like that. And do you know what I mean? I love to go out for a walk. I go for a walk with the dog, and I more often than not go to the beach. It's my favourite place, my safe place. I love to be there. And having been unwell for a little while, I didn't get out for walks quite as much, but I'm starting to build that back up again. And it's doing me exercise a massive benefit to me. I dance as well. I haven't danced properly for a while, but dance was a big part of my life for a good number of years. I haven't been to a class for a while, and obviously with the current situation there isn't any classes really that I can go to. I can do online ones, but I don't have the space in my house to do it at the moment. So yeah, just some things you could do each and every day. So have a bit of a routine, get yourself out of bed in the morning, make your bed, get out your pyjamas, get into some nice clothes, reach out to somebody today. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you reach to somebody. Do something you love for a time, an amount that suits you. Build it up to maybe about half an hour. Get outside and do some exercise. Honestly, I promise you, like, these things may sound like not very much, but they can make a massive difference. And if it helps one person, then that's fantastic. So yeah. So I'm hoping to do another video in the next few days, but if you've got any questions or anything you want me to talk about in a video, you can leave a comment down below, and yeah, I will answer some of the questions in videos if you have any. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye.